When we went into the studio to record the Mob Rules, the band had no idea of anything. They had no idea for the song, they had no idea for the lyrics, they had no idea for the production, they had no idea for anything. So we pull into this place called Tittenhurst Park, which is right next to Windsor Castle in England. And when we get out of the truck, open up the door and David Coverdale answers the door. Whitesnake is there recording their first album, and they had just finished the night before and they were moving out in the process of. So we're moving in, they're moving out. Of course, we had to have them show us all their hot spots in the neighborhood, good pubs to go to, the good fooderies. And Mr. Coverdale was more than happy to oblige, so myself and the rest of the crew, we all went out and we had a few cocktails, come back to the house, and by that time the band had arrived. And we got in there and they just started playing. Ronnie Dio started singing. And next thing you know, we had a song called Mob Rules. And this was a one-up song that was made for the animation called Heavy Metal. And that's what it was, that's why we were doing it. But while we were in there, the band became inspired and spun off an entire album on us. And that's the story of the Mob Rules. And it was all recorded in a couple short days at Tittenhurst Park in Wembley, England. And absolutely beautiful. Not Wembley, sorry. Near Windsor Castle. It just absolutely stunning place. At the time, it was owned by Ringo Starr. The Beatles had formerly recorded the White Album there when John and Yoko lived there. John had passed though. But crazy place. The history is just blows your mind. If you open up the closet door and there's gold records there with the album label for Hey Jude sitting there that aren't even hanging on the wall. Stacks of them, just stacks. And to see things like that, and it's moving. It's quite an experience. Then Ronnie's time came to pass. He decided to leave the band. He advised me to stay with Sabbath and just keep going the way we were going because he had nothing coming up soon. He was going to go form his own band called Dio. And Sabbath hired Ian Gillan to come in. And we went out and did some shows, and Ian had a little tough time transitioning from his normal routine into the Black Sabbath family. But did good. He, with the help of cheat sheets, notes, and all sorts of other little propaganda. But our next endeavor recording was called Born Again with Mr. Gillan, writing the lyrics and singing the main vocals. And we did that in a place in England that was owned by Richard Branson, who owns Virgin Atlantic, and was called The Manor. And a couple of my favorite songs off that album are Trashed and Disturbing the Priest, because I had a hand in both of those songs, believe it or not, folks. This little simple person right here, okay? And if you'd like to listen to them, please feel free. You'll hear my name in Trashed. And in Disturbing the Priest, I was the one who was making the, well, they were extremely large concussion mortars, we called them, when we would blow them off live. But the band always liked a nice banger here and there, and I would wire them up so that they could touch a button and make something go explode. And never hurt nobody or anything, just use it for the wow factor, and it worked quite well, especially for the priest. It disturbed the heck out of him. And enough so that he come over and address the issue with us personally. And you know, when you're the pastor of a church that was built in the 8th century, you kind of got to listen to the guy, you know. It's just, we gave him all the respect in the world and did not disturb him again.